G'day guys, this is Jack Maguire from BikeReview.com.au here. Recently I've been out testing the 2020 Royal Enfield Bullet 500 trials, and this is what I think of it so far. So the first thing you'll notice is that it looks really retro and really post-war, and I've actually had quite a few people coming up to me and talking to me about this bike, and a lot of people love how it looks. And I do too. I think it looks brilliant. I really love the design, the finish is great, the paint's great. So Royal Enfield really smashed it on this one, so good job. The Bullet Trials has a 499cc air-cooled single-cylinder 4-stroke motor producing 20.3 kilowatts and 41.3 newton meters of torque. Weighing in at 192 kilos wet, it's safe to say that this isn't the fastest horse in the stable, but that's not the point of this machine. The ergonomics feel easy and relaxed on the board. With a factory suspension setup that is on the softer side of things, and also features preload adjustability. While the Bullet lacks outright power and speed, you have a bike with great handling and good stopping ability. A 280mm disc with a 2-piston caliper up front and a 240mm disc with a single piston caliper at the rear stops the bike with not too much initial power or bite, however were comfortable to use and proved to be plentiful for the riding I did on the Bullet. The bike comes equipped with ABS as standard, which is a great feature, particularly for a learner rider, and I experienced little to no brake fade throughout my time with the Bullet. The Trials sits on 18-inch chrome spoked wheels, and the tyres fitted are an off-brand set that do a good job of gripping up in the dry. If you get on the gas too hard on the drive out in the wet, you might experience some liveliness from the rear, and braking in the wet can be a little unstable at times. There isn't a whole lot of response from any peg inputs, steering the bike mainly through the handlebars. In the corners, the Bullet Trials is stable and a really fun ride. The only thing to be mindful of is the somewhat limited lean angle, because catching up on the fixed pegs could cause a fair bit of damage. On the drive out, you can really make the most of the torquey motor and get on the gas nice and early. It's really punchy and torquey down low in the rev range, with power delivery more linear throughout the mid-range and top end.
And here comes the 5-time world champion Johnny Britton on the way to make his 6th. 26 gold medals, 7 silvers, all-time Vase team members. The Royal Enfield factory team has rolled in a corner.
The look of the Bullet Trials is topped off with a headlight grille, number 48 number board, aluminium sump guard, handlebar brace pad, and rear luggage rack. The paint looks fantastic, particularly in the sunlight, and I really like how the silver and red contrasts. If you're going to take the Bullet off-roading, the best advice I could give is to not flog it. After a spirited venture off-road on a bumpy and rugged stretch of dirt, a spoke snapped on the rear wheel due to excessive punishment. The Trials otherwise performed well off-road, on a smooth dirt road, or trickier stuff at a slower pace. A few general annoyances on this bike were the stubborn mirrors, which refused to stay in place, and a large amount of vibration. These vibrations could be felt a lot through the handlebars, which got uncomfortable from time to time. The controls on the Bullet were all super easy to reach though, the dash could be easily seen, seat springs ensured for a comfortable ride, and the headlamp offered plenty of lighting at night. This is a really basic motorcycle in a lot of ways, and one of these ways is the dash. It's analog. It only reads you your speed, odometer. You've got a high beam indicator, neutral indicator, and signal indicator. That's about it. But it doesn't even have a fuel gauge, so it is really basic. It does light up at night, which is good. But aside from that, it's about as basic as you could get on a motorcycle. Where I think the Bullet Trial shines is as a commuter, daily, or weekend ride. It's something that you don't want to push and you're happy to just kick back, relax, and enjoy it for what it is. It's an efficient ride, averaging about 3.5 litres every 100 kilometres. I found my experience to be most enjoyable when I wasn't trying to test it to its limits, and the few negatives of this motorcycle should not take away from the overall great time I spent on this bike. I really enjoyed how efficient this machine was, how agile it was, and how power wasn't at all overwhelming. This is a really suitable machine for a lone rider. Not only does it perform well, but it looks great and is definitely up there with the better looking names machines. At $91.90 right away, it's a little pricey for the performance that you get, but there are only 150 Bullet Trials Works replicas in Australia, so most of that price tag is paying for the exclusivity.
Anyway, thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe to BikeReview.com.au on YouTube, and stay tuned for the full test and review on BikeReview.com.au.